Tonight, the battle lines are drawn. Uber says it will not comply if Governor Newsom signs into law a bill called AB5. That's the legislation passed today that would reclassify Uber drivers as employees and not contractors. NBC Bay Area's Terry McSweeney joins us in Sausalito with what this all possibly could mean. Terry.
Well, if you ride Uber, if you ride Lyft, this is not good news. It wouldn't be good news for you because it would take those prices and push them up into the same category as taxi cabs. Now, Uber says not to worry because it has no plans to follow this law.
Uber and Lyft drivers are all contract workers. Uber pays their salary and hands them a 1099 income tax form. Maier Law says switching him to an employee will ruin his income.
They will not allow me to work for more than like 7-8 hours, something like that.
How many hours do you work now?
I'm working like 11-12 hours right now.
The bill passed today means more money for California in taxes, fees, and penalties, and more protections for rideshare drivers like other hourly and salary employees. Uber says drivers know what they signed up for, and they like the freedom of contract work.
Drivers would not be able to choose to sign on anytime they wanted. They would work in shifts like every other employee works in shifts.
Employment attorney Diana Maier says rideshare companies could go bankrupt.
You know, costs are going to go way up for the Ubers of the world. That means that less drivers are going to be able to be hired. It means that prices are going to go way up for passengers.
And that's okay with cab driver Kuldeep Paraj. He's sick of rideshare's unfair advantage.
So Uber has to pay them where the money going to come from. So they're going to pay. So I think the rider going to back to again in the taxi.
An Uber spokesman says even if this becomes law in January, it may not reclassify its employees.
They're going to be facing a lot of penalties and fines, and they're going to find themselves probably even entwined in even more court cases than they already are.
Uber says it plans to fight this thing in court, on the ballot if necessary, and if Governor Newsom signs it as expected, it takes effect, I should say, in January. Live in Sausalito, Terry McSweeney, NBC Bay Area News.